What's up, guys? Welcome back to Being Barker. Little sit down chat type situation today. I just wanted to make a video a lot for myself, just to keep myself accountable, and maybe something I say might be helpful to anybody else who's watching out there. But today I'm going to be talking about my 2022 parenting goals. So Ben and I talked about 2022, the year where dreams come true for us as individuals and as a family and everything. But we also have some goals, and me especially, like mom goals, for how I'm gonna parent this year, like some changes I want to make. So yeah, there's just a couple things, but I wanted to say it now and maybe be able to watch this next year and be like, I did it, or I did a good job, or ooh, I need to try that again. I kind of fell off the wagon, or whatever. So anyway, just gonna jump right into it. So my first goal this year is to watch way less TV as a family, as a person, but especially for my kids. I don't think watching a little bit of TV or cartoons or anything like that is bad. We all know all the studies out there about, too much screen time and it's bad for their eyes, not good for their brain, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes you just get into a thing where it just becomes a little bit of a habit. Like we come home from school, we felt like they were at school all day. They need some chill out time where they can do what they want. So we always would turn the TV on while they had a snack after school. And then it just kind of stayed on throughout the rest of the evening. Like while I was making dinner, they were watching something. And then sometimes we would sit out and eat. A lot of the time, being honest, we would eat in the living room and watch TV together, and then we would watch something before we go to bed. It just became a lot of TV, and it just wasn't good. The kids weren't hardly ever even fully watching it. It was just there, and they were playing around it or whatever. It's not good for anybody to be watching that much television. So we've been cutting back a lot. Ben and I have also just been focused on other things. So sitting down and watching hasn't been our first go-to, and we've noticed just how little we grab the remote has changed in them. Just in the past couple weeks, we've really been, not on purpose, but now we're going to try to make it more purposeful, watching less as a family. And the kids will come home and they won't even ask. They'll all just start playing with something, and we're like, oh, don't even say the word. Everyone's happy. We had this little workout video thing that Bear likes to do on the other day, and once he was kind of over it, he was like, let's just turn this off, Mom, because no one's even really watching it. We don't need to watch this much TV. They're getting it. They're soaking in everything that we're allowing for them. So yeah, less TV is a huge family goal. And it also gives us more time to talk to them, more time to laugh together, play games and stuff like that. We've been really getting into the games, and my oldest is 6, almost 7 now. And he's really fun to play games with right now. He gets the rules. You don't have to constantly be teaching him or helping him out the whole time. Dude can play his own thing, and when he wins, it's a big deal, and he thinks he's the champ, and it's really cute. So playing games and just laughing and talking to them more has become a lot easier because we don't always have the background noise of the TV. So anyway, what's less TV is one of them. My second one is to be more intentional about actually playing with them. Not just games or something. The things that I like to do are, I'll play a game with you, like a board game or Uno or something, or I'll go downstairs and I'll make a craft with you, or I'll take you to do something. I'm the take you to do something mom. You want to go to the park? Let's go. You want to go to the zoo? Let's go. You want to go to this cool exhibit thing? I'm good at being out and doing, but when I'm at home, I find the need to always be doing something that I should be doing for the house. So I have a hard time dropping whatever task I've got on my agenda to just play with them. So I heard in my Bloom group last semester was kids at this age, they don't come to you and say, Mom, I'm anxious. Mom, I'm really stressed about this situation at school, or this certain friend is really, I've got a lot going on with them. They come and say, will you play with me? Will you come spend time with me? Will you do something with me? That's how they express that something's going on and they just need a little more of your attention. So that kind of crushed me when I heard that, because I'm really bad at being yeah, I don't really want to do that. So that's something I need to suck it up and spend the time to play the game with them, because I want them to know that they're important to me, that I need to stop whatever I was doing to sit and play with them, that that's an important thing, and that I want them to look back when they're older and be like, she made time. And she didn't want to do it, but she did it. She made time because she loved us and she knew we wanted to do it. So I want them to be able to have those feelings later on in life. I've got my little notebook here. I tend to ramble if I don't have some points written down. My third one is to cultivate more of their friendships with their friends from school. At this age, they can't just like text or call their buddies or whatever and set up their own time to like go do something. It all lands on me because it's awkward for the dad to have to text the mom they don't really know. So it always ends up being my job. And with COVID and everything, it's been really hard to get to know any other parents at school. Sorry, is anyone else distracted by the glare on my glasses from this light? If I tilt them up, it's better. We got that trick from somebody, but they don't stay up. Okay, anyway, friendships. With COVID, it's been really hard to get to know any other parents because you can't, you're not around them. You're not in and out of the classroom meeting the parents of the kids that are in your kids' class. So I literally don't know anybody and I'm awkward anyway. So like texting a stranger and being like, can I play with your kids? Just seems really weird to me. But I'm having to suck that up and do it. And the two people I did it with first for each, Finley and Bear, was great. Like I kind of knew them a little bit. They both had these people in their class the year prior. So we were a little bit familiar with at least each other's kids. So it turned out beautifully, and it's just really awkward that first message to send out and be like, hey, my kid would really like to play with your kid, and like make the time on the weekend to actually do it or whatever. But I'm trying harder to do that because I want to be able to know the parents of the kids my kids are playing with. I want to know the kid my kid is playing with. I want to know what they're like, what little things they might be learning from each other. I want to be involved in that. And if I start doing that now, I feel like, especially if these are the kids that he's going to be in school with for a while, I want to know them. I want to know their parents, and I want to know who's around so that we can just kind of like all be around each other and know what's going on. And I don't feel awkward all the time because I don't know these people. So I'm having to put in the effort now to get to know some other parents. And it's been great so far. That first message is always super awkward, but it's turning out great, and my kids are loving having other kids over to play or to go meet up and play with, because outside of school we don't ever really do that. Well, my kids are basically just at home with us, so putting in this effort as it's been really sweet to watch. And the last thing, and probably the hardest thing, is I'm going to practice some more gentle parenting methods. I've always heard the term gentle parenting and thought like, oh my God, those are the people that don't really want to discipline their kid. Like they just talk to them. They don't actually like have any discipline or consequences or whatever for, their crazy behavior. But the more I look into it and the more I've seen it practiced by other people on YouTube or just some other people that I know, they seem much more mellow. The parents especially, like I'm tired of yelling. Ben and I say this all the time, and we go through phases of which one is the yeller and which one isn't, like at certain times. And it's yelling after you do it, you feel like garbage that you lost it and you had to yell to get any response from them. Waiting, I heard someone say recently, like, I want my kid to, I'm not yelling because I don't want them to think I'm not serious until I yell. When you hear me yell, that's when they start acting right. No, it should be the first time that I ask you, please go put your shoes away, that you go do it. I shouldn't have to scream at you for you to know that I'm serious and that there will be consequences if you continue to ignore me. So those are the kind of things that I'm like, okay, I'm interested in that. I don't want to yell anymore. I feel like garbage after I do it. I get stressed and anxious when I feel the urge to yell. It like makes you feel bad. So no parent needs to be feeling like this all the time and stressed, and the guilt you feel after you yell is just awful. So the fact that is more about just like calmly explaining, giving consequences, giving options, like noticing that they're worked up about something and letting them calm down and then telling you what it is instead of being like, stop crying. It's, why are you crying? Tell me what's going on so we can fix it. And sometimes things are, situations where it's for safety that you gotta yell, whatever. But anyway, a lot of the gentle parenting things that I've read so far, or some of the research I've done, or the other people that I see practicing these things, I'm like, I see a lot of benefit out of that, because they do discipline. They just do it in a way where it doesn't require you to scream at your kid or to basically lose your crap. So I don't want to lose my crap anymore. I'm watching the timer. I've been talking about parenting for 11 minutes now. I'm no expert. I'm a mom of 3, been doing it for a while, and there's a lot of things I'd like to change about how I do it. And a lot of things I feel like Ben and I are pretty good at, but there's always room for improvement. And if you don't think there's room for improvement, you should probably take another look, because no one's perfect. So anyway, those are just some things that I'm going to try to do better in 2022 as a mom. Things that I think would improve my kids' lives, my life, our life as a family. So yeah, just wanted to share those things for my 2022 parenting goals. And thanks for watching. I hope any of this was helpful or enjoyable to listen to. I hope the glare on my glasses wasn't too, I could have just taken them off. What an idiot. I hope my glasses wasn't too distracting that you couldn't hear anything that I said, but I appreciate you for watching if you stuck around this long. I'll be uploading once a week on Sundays, so subscribe and keep an eye out for the videos. Give it a like because it really supports my channel, and I super appreciate any likes and comments, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.